So we finished the master page, we finished the detail page, delete page, add page, edit page yesterday. Today we will work on this. We'll work on this one. Master page more. Let's work a little bit more on the master page. Okay. So one thing which I want to do is let's try to put this get record in its own hook. There is a use get record. I will create a hook called as use get record, and I will put this there, and I will see if everything is working as expected. Okay, so let's try to do that thing. So now I will create a new folder in the source called as hooks, and the first hook I will be creating is use get records .js. I will create JS file because my aim is to create a hook, and I will not render anything on the HTML part here. Okay, so let's create use get record, and I will copy the content, this content. So let's start the state. First, let's start the state here, create the state, and let's get the record, use effect. Let's get the use effect there. Okay, let's put it here. And I need the master parse file here also because we are using the parse. So I need the parse. So what I did, I copied this part, get record part, in the use get record. Okay, and then I kept everything same. I'm not changing anything. And once I get the data from the server, I update the state and I console log here. So the requirement of the hook is we need to return something which will be taken by the main component. So here I will return state. So whatever value of state, that is results and count, is there, it will go there. Okay, so I am returning the state. Okay, let's check now if everything is working or not. So now first I will delete this part. Okay, I will delete this part, and I will import use get record from hooks. And here, if I do constant some object equal to use get record, let's do right now some object. Okay, or let's put the state so that I can see the state here, because my here it's all taking the state. So only one thing I need to do here. Previously I was setting the state, and that state was having the results as a default key value pair. So here, since I am calling from the use get record, so I will first check if state is there, because initially the state will be null. So I don't want to go it. So I added one more line here, that if state is present, that is if state is not null, go to check results and then do other things. And here I will say state master to check the master file. The only thing I did is I copied the top portion in its own hook, and I copied same thing what was there. Only thing I returned here the state. So whenever the state will get updated, it will go there to the main page from here. Okay, so just to clean up, I'm doing this, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so let's check now. Okay, let's go and check if this is working or no. 1 second, let me start the server here again.
Sir, we have imported parse in use get record.
Yeah, I imported here.
Okay, sir.
I use the parse here and I am putting it here. Okay. One second, let me start here also. Okay, let me check what's happening. Okay, so let's try to analyze again what's happening. So initially in the use get record, I get the state as null and count is 0. So let's go there and see what's happening. So I'm in the use get record. Initially, when the page will load, when this will load, it will be null and 0 till we get data from the server. So that's what we are seeing here, null and 0. And since in the use record it is null and 0, so in the master also you will see null and 0. So in the master we are seeing state as null and 0. Then we get data from the server, and in the user get record we get the count of 1 and result, and same thing we get in the master, it is updated here. So we moved the code from this master to the use get record, and we will be dealing now in this file only. Okay, so it reduces the, I don't want to jam many things in the master. That's why I moved the things to the another hoop. Okay, so I still have to work on this. A lot of things will be happening right now, which I will show you in few days in this file, and I have to show you how properly we have to do it. Okay. Okay, so let's go slowly and see how things go working and if we are getting things properly. Okay, so let's work on this part and see. Okay, so let's revert something in the master now. Let's first do few things in the master, and then we will put it in the hooks again tomorrow and after tomorrow, because I need to do a lot of things. So first, I don't want to make things complicated. I showed you just how we can move the things to its own hook, but I have to do a lot of things in the master, and I don't want to complicate things now by putting everything in the hooks. So we will finish first master page completely, and then one by one we will move to the hook. Okay, because a lot of things will come here, and I don't want to divert your mind into these hooks unless we finish this master page. So just let you know that we can put things in its own hooks, which we will do in couple of days. Right now we will do in the master page to see how things are working, and then we will move it there. Okay, so just keep this in the record, but we will use this we will modify this again in few days once we complete the master page. Master page is too big. We have to do a lot of things here in this master page. And then I don't want to divert your mind there. Okay, so if you understand this master page, then only thing we will do, copy paste and put it here. That we will do in a couple of days, because a lot of things we have to do in the master page. Okay, let's try to add few records. This is second, so that I can show you many things. Record, third, fourth, fifth. So everyone knows we are now dealing with the master one. We are putting the code in the master. So first thing is we are getting first record here, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Let's see how to sort the record. That is, if I want fifth at the top, then how to do that. So let's go and learn little bit sorting kind of thing. So there is ascending and descending keywords in the parse server, which we have to use to make it work, in the sorting, for the sorting. Okay. So here, whenever we created the query, we can say we want ascending, and we have to give the field name, which field name we want to ascend or descend. So let's try to do that one. So if I say ascending by title, so it will go ascending by title. So which is currently it's happening. Okay, first, second, fifth, fourth, and third. Because ascending by title means, fifth comes, F comes before T, so we are getting fifth here. So this is ascending by title. Let's go descending by title. You can go to refer the document whenever you feel you need to see what is that, so you can go and refer the document. I also go this document every time whenever I do, because though I have done it before many times, I had done 100 projects in this parse server, but then also, I double check the spelling, I double check the things before I write it down. So now T is coming first because I did descending. Let's do there's one more field by default that is called as created at. So let's do the created at. So it's a descending created at. So the first one which is created will be down. See, the first will be down, second, third, fourth, fifth. If I make ascending, so the first one which is created will be at the top. So this is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, because created at is descending. Let's keep it descending for now. So the one which is created recently will be at the top. Okay, let's do. So fifth is at the top, which is created recently. I can edit and delete, which I will not do. I did yesterday how to do that. So today's purpose is only work on the master page, not on the edit and delete one. Okay, so we did the sorting. So sorting can be done. I will write down things which we do. So let me write down here. Sorting. Sorting can be done by descending or ascending. And this will be the field name. So created at is the field name. Okay, so we did the sorting part. Let's see what we can do more in this one. I will go to the query. So we can do the constraint, okay, that player should be equal to what, or player should not be equal to what. Okay, so let's try to do something on this one, equal to. So let's do one more thing. Tomorrow I want the title. We'll set one. Why it's saying 0 record? Okay, because I marked the player name. So I want to see the title should be 5th, for example. So I have to say title should be 5th. So it will check if we have title 5th. I am able to see that. So I can use the equal part to see equal to match if particular field name. Here I can say field name is equal to some value. Okay, so this is the equal to. So a lot of things we can do. I'm just showing few, and we can also say not equal to. So if I want not equal to, that is, let's try not equal to. Title not equal to 5th. So others will come. Title 5th equal to will not come. So we see all other, but 5th is not coming because I was not equal to. So let's do this not equal to part. So it's very handy to actually query the things which is not available in the Firebase. In Firebase, you have to do a lot of other things to query the things. So this parse server is much better than Firebase, because here you can do lot of constraints, but in Firebase they have limitations. You cannot do with easily. You have to do a lot of other things to make things work. I did Firebase for 2-3 years, but then after going to this parse server, I stopped doing the Firebase. Okay, if we have some numeric integer one, I can use greater than sign. Okay, let's check this limit one. Limit one is how many records you want to see on the page. Right now we don't have too many records. Let's remove this not equal to part now. So let's say I want to see only 2. So I will limit it to 2. And we'll see now only 2 are appearing from the top 5th and 4th. Okay. So we limit it to 2. So tomorrow if you have thousands of records, you can show 10, 10, 10 per page, or 100, 100, 100 per page. Because you cannot show all 10,000 or million records in one page. So you have to limit it. So limitation is needed. So what if you want to go to second page? So for that we have to skip parameter. So I need to add the skip parameter. So initially if I put 0, 0 means it will start with the first record, 0 and 1. So when I say skip 0, that means it will start with the 0 number of the record and 1 number, because we have 2 limitations, only 2 per page. And in the second page, in the page 2, it will show 2 number record and 3 number record, because 0 and 1 is already done. Page 2, we have to show 2 number record, 3 number record. And if we go to third page, it will show 4 number record and 5 number record. Like this it will go. So based on the limitation, it will show how many records per page. And then, so when you go to second page, what will you put here? So what will you put here? In the skip part, what you will put? Yes, 2. 0 and 1, so you have to start with the 2. So let's see that one. So second page, you will pass 2. In the third page, you will pass 4. So let's check it. So I am passing 0, so it's the 5th and 4th. That is 0 and 1 record. And if I pass 2, it will show 3rd and 2nd, because 5th and 4th were already done. So 3rd and 2nd. And if I pass 4 number, so we are on the third page and we are able to see the last record. So like this, you have to paginate the things. You have to pass the number, whatever you want to go to which page. So it starts like an array. It starts with the 0 number. Okay, so that is what we are doing it here. So let's see what other things we can do. Ascending, descending. You can use less than or equal to, greater than equal to. All these things will come if we have the numeric field or integer. Then only we can use this one. Okay. So if you want to choose that player name should be this or this or this, so you pass array, and then it will find if the player name is like this. So for our case, let's comment these two things for now, because I want to show all record, because we need to test other things. So let's say I want 5th and 4th record, not 3rd, this. So I can pass an array like this. Okay, let's pass this. So here I will say title should be 5th or 4th. So we will only see 5th or 4th record in the title. So you see 5th and 4th. If I pass 3rd, 5th and 3rd, so you will see 5th and 3rd only. So like this you can use the contained one. So there is a lot of things are there. You can go and see it, whenever you have free time or whenever you start working in project. So now I say not contained in. That means 5th and 3rd will not be visible. All others will be visible. 4th, 2nd and 1st is there. 5th and 3rd is not there. If we want to check if something exists, means some value is there, or does not exist, we can use this one. Okay, so these are the few constraints which we did on this one. I will show you one more which I use often, my practical one. Let me check which one I use the most one. One second. I'm checking my practical project which I use the most. Okay, one I use the most. I'll just let you know. So I'm checking my one of the project. I'm using this contained in that one. I'm using greater than, less than, not contained in, but there is one more which I will show you in 1 minute. So these are the things which I'm using it. Equal to, I'm using equal to also in lot of places. Hmm. Okay, give me one more minute. Okay, I'll just check. One very important thing is there, and I have to search my repository. That is very important, and I use a lot that thing. And here in this document, it may be there. I have to search if it is there. Okay, I have used it. Once I will find it, I will just find it in the document also. Just checking my code base. I'm not getting that now. Okay, I got it. So one of the thing which I use a lot is, okay, let's remove this part now. So it is called query dot matches. Let's see if we get this in document. Okay, yeah, it's like this one. So query dot matches title name and the text which you want, and here you want to pass I is something called as it may be case sensitiveness, insensitive. Okay, so we will use this one and see how it works. So I will use query dot matches, and I will put which field I want to check, title, and what I would want to check. I will put it in some time, and here I will pass I. Okay, so what that mean? So if user put only FI, I should search with FI. Means fifth should take fifth. So for example, user searches TH, I should show these two records. So it will search the part of the field. Okay, so for example, if I pass TH, so all the things which has a TH will be shown. If I refresh it, so it has TH, 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 TH. Okay, all of them have TH. So let's check only the some different thing. Maybe RD. Let me put RD. So RD, RD, RD. So this way we can, if user types in the searches that they want something with RD, so we can search all the text, all the records which has the RD in it. If we use equal to, so for example, if I'm using equal to, so equal to, and if I pass RD, then you will not get any record, because equal to will match exactly everything. If fifth is there, it will match exactly, fifth should be there in the field, otherwise it will give false. So if I put title RD, I will not get anything. So if I want to see which records have RD, I have to use the matches one. So this is the most I use, because I give the search parameter to the user. They put, let's say if you have job website, so user has to search in the job, so that way they can search whatever text they will put, we can capture it. So this one is the most important, and I use a lot. The most important is this one. So this is the field name, and this is the value which we want to search, and we have to pass I. I assume this I will be the case insensitiveness one. Okay, we'll check the document. Let's check the document what I means. Yeah, it's a case insensitive, and if you remove I, it is case sensitive. That means if you want to search whether small or capital letter, just pass I, and it will search both. So this one is the most important one. Okay, so we are done with the constraint part. I just want you to note down few things before I move further. So this part, just write down in notepad something. These are the important things I have written. Though content is also important, I don't want you to write down not equal to. So only these three things you have to write down, and then we'll go further. So I'll give you 2 minutes to finish this one. Okay, is it done? Okay, so these are the important things, but there are many other things depending on the project you have to add it kind of thing. So you should know how to put the query constraint here. So right now I'll remove all the constraint for now. Okay, add these two also. 1 second. Okay, add these two also are important for pagination. So let's add these two also. Okay. Okay. Yeah, write down these two also. These two are also important. And right now I'll delete all because we need to. Okay, this created at will be okay. Let it be. Now we will do one more important topic in this master one, and that is called as live queries. So what does the live query means? Live query means whenever something is added in the database, if I add one more record here, when something is added in the database, it should be visible on the screen without refreshing the page. So if you are building the chat application or you are building the Facebook newsfeed like application, there you don't have to refresh the page. Whenever the new data comes, it automatically shows on the screen. You don't need to refresh the things, and that is what live query means. Consider this is a chat application. If something is typed, I want to show here without refreshing the page. If you go to the Craigslist, what happens? If new things is there, you have to refresh the page to get to see the new record, new classified ad. Okay, so for this, for this, consider this is a message thing, chat application. Message is coming. I don't want to refresh the page. I want the data should come here automatically. So that is the live query means that thing. So we will now do the live query. So whenever I add the record, it should automatically appear here without refreshing the page. So we need to do some settings, and these settings is one-time setting. There's one-time setting, generic setting, and there is some other settings which we have to do while creating this master page. Okay, I will show you both the settings. So before we start with the live query, we need to go our parse server. Let's stop the parse server now. I stopped the parse server because I need to do some changes in the index.js of the parse server to make the live query work. And then I'll start it. So to make it work, we'll see what things we have to put on the server side. I'm just checking. Okay, since this is the client side, we won't be able to see that changes. Okay, let's go to some other document. Let's try to go to. Okay, this is the client side. So, and the parse server is on the server side. So you won't be able to see all the things here. We need to go to the other document. For example, let's go here and see. So I'll check if we can find it here. Okay, we have live queries. Okay, so in the server setup, we need to add the live query keyword. So here is the server setup. Just add the live query key, and in the value, it's an object. So I'll start with the curly bracket, and inside that I will start with the class names. So here in the live query, we have to put class names, and each class name we have to put in the array. So I'll create an array, and inside this class name I have to put all the table name which I want to use for the live query. So what table I want to use for the live query? Right now it is test1. So I will put test1. So tomorrow if I have another chat application, I will put chat. Another, if I have Facebook newsfeed, I will put newsfeed here. So as many tables as I want in the live query, that is, it should automatically, the data should come on the screen. We have to use the table here. If you don't put table here, it will not work. So we have to specifically say which table we need for the live query. So once this live query is added here, now I can use this table in my client side, that is on the React side, to make it work. Now I will start the server again. Node index.js. You also do this one, add this by the time this gets started. Okay, one more thing we have to do here. Sorry, I forgot to mention one more thing. So I added this live query, you should add this, and I will add one more thing here, and give me 1 minute to see the document. What is that? Okay, after I start the server, I listen to the port. I need to add this line at the end of the file. So I will go down. After it listens, after listen, I have to use this one. So after it listen, I need to call this one. So since this variable will not be used, I will just call this one, pass server dot create live query server HTTP server. I will put it in the chat so you can take it. And I will also put this part in the chat. You can take that. Okay, now we will see if it is working or not. I'll just double check. Yeah. So what you have to do, you have to add this live query part, and in the end you have to add this line. After these two things, it should work. Though we have to do some changes on the React side, but this is the change on the server side. So let me write down the changes on the server side. So for live query, go to parse server index.js file and add following. So this is the last line you have to put, and where is it on the other one? And this is something in the parse server you have to create in the API. Okay, so add this and this. And you will see when I started the server, it's saying parse live query starts running. If you don't see this message, that means live query is not running. So if you have time, you can start now and see if it is working or not. So generally, all tables you don't want it to refresh automatically on the screen. So when you write your project, it will be hardly, even if it's a big project, you may have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 table which you want to show automatically getting updated. Like you want chat application, it should get automatically updated. You want your newsfeed one, which you want automatically updated. So you need to add this. But if you have 100 table also, you can put all 100 here, comma separated 100 you can put. Yes, if you get this one, that means live query is running. Then you can use this table for the live query. So when we will build the chat application, this live query is very important because we want the data should come automatically and user should not refresh the page to see the chat messages. And that's the reason we need this part for the live query. So let it be. If it is you have 100 table, just add all the 100 table here in the class name. No worry. But generally, practically in your real world, you may have not more than 5 tables which you will use for the library. But if it is more, you can use it. Feel free to add as many tables as you want. Okay, so first part is done. That server is set up for the live query. Now we have to do changes in our master page so that whenever I add something in this table, it should automatically come here. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. Okay, so I will create another function, for example. I will move the things to another file later on. Right now I am putting it here because I have a lot of data here, but gradually in 2-3 days I will show you how to arrange it so that we have less number of lines in per page. So maybe I can say get records live query. Okay, so I will create this function. Okay, so let's go to the document and see. So this is a little bit, not difficult, but it is time consuming. So we have to put many things in place. And it is, once you understand the things, later on it will be easy for you to go through it. So first thing, we need the query. And then we need the subscription. Two things are needed first. We need to create the subscription for the live query. So what we need the query and we need the subscription. So let's do these two things. So this is the server side, now on the React side. So we need two things. First is query and second is subscription. Let's try to add these two things. So query and then subscription. Since this query which I created, this query, also I can avoid this line of statement. I can directly put the table name here. Let's try to see if this is working. So while creating this one, I want to avoid so many lines. So instead of that, I can put directly table name here and we'll see if it is working. Yeah, it's working. So no need to put that extra line. We will use the table name here only. So you can delete also from your code. Okay, directly we can put table name here. So this query which I created here will have the with count, and it will have the escape limit. So this query will really not work. Either you have to duplicate this query by removing the skip and limit part, or you can take this much part separately in both the places, in both the functions, and add more things here, but more things will not come in this part. Okay, I will explain this thing more later on. Don't worry about this. So just right now, duplicate this part. So I'll duplicate the query now. Okay, I don't need this descending part in the live query because whatever new things will come, it will come on the page. So ascending, descending does not make sense in this one. So here I will create a query right now, which is similar to this one. Right, both are same. Both should be same. But here addition things are there like with count, descending, which we don't need here in the live query part. So we have to reduce the things here whenever you are building the live query. Next thing what we need is the subscription. This is the subscription we need. Okay, let's see. One second, I'm checking what subscription I created for my project. Okay, so we need to so there are a lot of things, that we will be using. Either we can use the promise with dot then we have to write the things inside dot then. But here is the main case where we will not use dot then. We will use async and await part. Okay. So what we will do, async and await part. So if you are not very familiar with async and await part, so I'll just tell you simply just put async before you start the function. So we start this function with the name of async, and then wherever there is a promise, we will use await. So first thing, if you see in the document, it is saying await. So whenever we have, because this is the promise, so whenever we have promise, we will put await here. Let me open this now. So next line will be, I create the subscription with the await. And we are taking the query and we are saying subscribe. Subscribe means you should subscribe to this query. So whatever query we were getting here find, it will subscribe to that one. So something, if a new row is added in the table, that will be captured by this query and we will be able to see it here. Okay, so this we will put the query first. This query may be very big, like query dot equal to, in the real life it will be little big. It will be not one line. For example, I will say title equal to 5th. Okay, like this. So query may be a little bigger, but right now I'm starting with only simple one line. Later on I will add it more on it. Right now I'm using late. Let's see if it is not overwritten, then I can change it to the constant. Let me see what we get in the future. Okay, so once the subscription is created, okay, we have different kinds of event handlers, and we will go one by one to each handler. So let's copy first handler. I will put it here. Okay. Since we are not overwriting the subscription, let's try to make it constant. Okay. So first thing is we did the open part, and we will see one by one what is exactly open is there and what is the create is there. We will go through the document again after I'm done with this writing everything. Second will the create one. No need to put everything if your project does not want it. I will show you all the parts of the on, but let's say tomorrow your project only needs the create part. You can only put that one. Don't put the open one. Don't put the create one if you don't need it. Let's try to see update event. So it's the update. And I will also see what object is coming. Here also I want to see what object is coming. Next is enter event. Okay, let's go further. It is on leave event. And we have delete event. And what we have more, we have the close event. So generally close event will not happen practically, though they have given this one. So the close event may not happen here, but we may write separate function to close it if we need it. But right now I will put it here only, close it. Okay. So we got so many subscription here. Now we will see what happened in each case whenever that thing is happening in the real life. I'll just put object. What object we are getting it. Okay, so that's all. And I will call this record after maybe I can call anytime. I can call anytime. Okay, so we call this anywhere, anytime. We can call this one. Now we will see how it is working right now. Okay, so I can see it's saying subscription open. So whenever the page loads, we are here. Okay, it's saying on subscription open. So generally that means subscription is open. Now whenever something is created, you will see the console.log of this one. Whenever some object is updated, you will see this one. Whenever something is deleted, you will see this one. Okay, so practically close is not happening because I didn't close anything, and this is actually useless. It will not work. And this open also will not important because it is open. You only know that subscription is open now. Okay, now what I will do, I will try to add the record. So let's go here and add the record. So I will add the row. Okay, so here I will say title. Maybe I can say vegetable name is spinach. The description is spinach. Let user be there. I don't need it. When I will go out, I will click add button, and you have to see what happens here. Okay, so let's take this in the separate panel so that you can see what's happening. And this also I will make a little smaller. Okay. Now watch when I click the add button here. Okay, you will see here. So when I click add, you will see the automatically we get the record here. Though I am not displaying here because I have not written any code here to display it, but at least I get it in the console.log. And once I get it in the console.log, I can show it on the page. Let's see what is coming inside it. So we are getting spinach, which I just now put a new record. Okay, so it opened, then it created it. We got created one. Now let's try to edit some record here. So maybe I can say second record. I will just say second. So once I enter it, you see we are getting here updated. So anything is updated on the server, we get the console.log. That means we can display or we can edit it on the page automatically. Even if it is edited in another page, my UI, that's fine, or I directly edit on the database, that's fine. We are able to get the things directly without refreshing the page. I just did it here, it came here. And here you will see we're getting the updated value. Let's try to delete some record. So let me go here and check here, and I'll delete the record. So let's say I'm not able to see it. Okay, delete this row. Now look what happens when I delete. So I get the object deleted. Which object got deleted? I can see the object which is got deleted. So we can see that we see that whenever I created a new record, I got this one. Whenever I updated it, I got this one. Whenever I deleted it, I got this one. Close will not come because I'm not really closing any connection to the server. Okay, if somehow something happened to the server, it got closed, so we will see that. But practically, I don't see here now. Maybe we can write some another code and another place to close the subscription that I will show you later on where to close it. Okay, so let's not worry about this close part now. Now only thing which remains is this enter and leave, which we have not seen it. When the enter will come and when the leave will come. Let's try to do these two parts. Let's say I will add one condition, and condition will be, let's say, equal to part. Okay, I will add this condition like this, equal to, let's say, equal to fifth. So any record with the title equal to fifth, if it's there, then only I want to show it. Same equal to, I will put it here, equal to title fifth. So now you will only see the record which is having the fifth one here. Okay, so what we are showing? Only the fifth one. Now I want to show you the enter and leave part. Okay, and now what I will do, I will go in the database and I will change something to the title fifth. So let's say my first title also I will make it fifth. Okay, so I'll change it. Okay, so once I change it, you will see we are getting the entered. Entered means what? Though we are getting multiple entered, that I will tell you what is the problem with that. There is some one problem. So we are getting multiple entered, but doesn't worry about that one. Only thing that fifth got now added here. That means updated here. As soon as I update it to fifth, it matches with my query. What was my query? Query was if title is fifth. That means if title is fifth, I should get it in the entered part. Entered part means query was there, record was there, but record was not matching with the query, because query was saying only take the fifth one. So fifth one was there, this one which already we are seeing it, but as soon as I change this to fifth one, the query matches with this fifth one. That means second record also matches with the query, the title is fifth one. Since it got the fifth one, we see the entered part here, and you will see in the attributes part, it is the fifth title is fifth one, but description is the first one only, the first record. So that means entered means what? In the search part, if we add record, so tomorrow you are searching title equal to fifth. Today it's not there, but someone updated its row to the fifth one and you want to show the fifth one. That means we have to work on the entered part, that it was not there. Now it came here in this entered part. That is why entered means. Entered means, once again I'll tell you, entered means what? Entered means the title should be equal to fifth. Previously only one record was there. Now I updated another record. So I am able to see entered part because the new record was entered with this query. Similarly, in the leave part, if I delete somehow, if I remove somehow fifth from any of this record, then we will get the leave part. Don't worry of multiple entered, all are same entered, and why multiple is created, I will tell you later on. Now let's say if I want to remove this fifth one, then if I change it to fourth or first, as soon as I change to first, you will see we are in the left part, leave, object left. Because what is my query saying? My query is saying take the record with the title equal to fifth. And we were having two records with the title equal to fifth. Now what I did, I removed one record from the fifth one. I changed it to first. That means my query does not support this first one. So it leaves the current object. So whatever the records were there, it left that part and we are now only having the first one. Now if I also change this one to something different, Then again I will get the left part, and here will be the fifth one. So we are leaving the fifth one. If I enter it, we will get fifth part again. Let me refresh it. So let's try to add this one also first, fifth part. You will see I get the enter part here. So what it means, that enter will come when my search will match with the new records in the table, and leave will come when my search leaves the record from the table. So something is changed in the database table which does not matches with my query, then I will get leave. And if it in the database it matches with my query, it will go in the entered. And you will see now we don't get the updated part here. We get the entered part because the new record entered in my query parameter. But if I now try to, I cannot change it right now because it should be, I can change this one, then update will come. So now update come. Okay, so leave and enter will come when something will match with my query result or unmatch with my query result. Otherwise update will come. Is it clear? Okay, so this is something in the hidden part which we did here in the console. But what we have to do ultimately? Okay, what we have to do ultimately, when something is created, I want to update these results to get the new record, and I want to update the count also. Because when create will happen, it will not give me the count, it will not give me the updated results. So we need to push this object to the results whenever something new is created. When something is updated, I want to go through all the results and I have to update the result which is updated. When enter happens, we have to do same thing as create happens. We need to push the record in the results. When leave happens, we need to remove the record from the results, and we have to decrease the count also. When delete happens, we have to remove the record from the results and we have to delete the count also. So these things we have to do manually. Though in the Firebase, some of the things are automatic in the Firebase, but here we have to do some manual work. We have to write some functions to update my results or state value. But this is more helpful because you're customizing things as you need it. If it does automatically, you may not need however you want it. In Firebase, some of these live things are done automatically, which you don't have to do it. But here we have to write down some functions. We have to create a subscription in Firebase. We don't have to work on so many things. But here we get the advantage. We can do whatever we want. Based on our requirement, we can change the things as we want. But with the Firebase, you will be tied to whatever they provided. So that is the way. This is much better than the Firebase. So write down. I will write down this subscription part. You should write down the subscription part here. So tomorrow we will do. Yeah. So one time we will make in the master one. Then whenever we build the chat application, we will go and open the master and we will copy paste the things. So one time you have to write this, and then you need to copy paste the thing. Once you understand how things are working, just you need to type the things, and for that we will copy paste to the new project. And so you have to just understand what is happening with each step. And once you are aware of all the things, just we will copy paste in the new project. Because I know this one right now also. When I'm explaining you, I have to go to the document to copy it and paste it here, because I just know the idea, but I don't remember each syntax because I don't want to. Whenever I want to do, I'll just go to document, take the whatever I want, I will put it here. So once you understand the things, only thing you need to take the go to document, take the part, put it on our code. That is what you have to do. So this one is only showing in the console right now. Tomorrow we will manipulate the results based on what we get it. So if we get create one, we'll manipulate, add it, and update the count. If we get update one, we will go through all the results, update only the one which we needed, and that's it. Update the state. So I want you to write down only this function today, which is you should know what we are writing it. Tomorrow we will modify. Tomorrow we will modify so that we should be able to do exactly in each step what to do. Okay, so this is one time you will learn. It is very fruitful because you can build chat application, you can build no news feed wherever you want to update the record without refreshing the page. But if you feel that some pages need to be refreshed, then no need to put this live part. Just let the user refresh the things. So depending on your project requirement, you can put some things in the live one, something not. So main thing is chat application, which we will build using this one. So it is needed with that one. Okay, so just I'll give you 2 minutes to finish this. Then I have to show you one more important things which you have to do today. So just in 2 minutes, go right, type in fast. 2 to 3 minutes, finish this. Okay, so if you want to do later on, it's okay. It's up to you. Anyhow, we will go through each tomorrow, and you can go to the document also and get it each one. Only thing you need to uh, remember the steps which I have used here. So this is very useful tool, and it helps us very a lot in writing our code, in making our user application very nice. So we can do a lot of things. Maybe we can make some quiz kind of application where two people are playing the quiz, and based on live subscription we will manage both the things. Okay, so that we can do. We also have to do that that project that two people are doing quiz together, and we should change the page after both have answered the question. So both will go parallelly, same question. So this was I saw one game in the app, Android app, but I will build same thing. One second, let me show you. There is notepad. So I saw one application where user 1 and user 2 are playing quiz. So they will see question 1. Both will see same question 1. And when both have answered it, we show result. And then we change the page. So both will get the question 2. And they have to answer it. So for this, we need this livequery. So I am planning to do this project also soon. So for that, this livequery is very important. So you should understand the things. No need to by heart, because every time we will go to the document, get the syntax and use it. Or we'll go to our master file, get the syntax, do it. So don't worry about that one. No need to remember or by heart the things. Just you need to understand we need to create with the subscribe, and then these are the steps which you need to follow it. Yes, collaborative editing or drawing. So if I'm writing a drawing, you should see that drawing. So something like that. So we will build that also. Drawing. If I type drawing, if I draw something on my computer, all the user who are connected, they should be able to watch it. Okay, so now one more thing which I want to do it today, okay, so we close this one. Okay, so there is a GitHub. I created one project in the GitHub called as students. Now what we will do with this GitHub? What we will do with this GitHub, right? So everyone will give me his GitHub account, and I will allow you to this repository. Okay, so this repository will have, based on your name, each one will have its own folder. Okay, so let me again open the notepad, sorry. Okay, so you have to give me the GitHub username. GitHub username. I will add you in this repository, and then you will create your folder name. So for example, Anand will create his own folder name, and here he will save all his work. For example, project 1, 2, or React project, or whatever is there, he will save it there. Maybe React project, Node.js project, part server, whatever we have, and inside React we will be doing project 1. So he will save it there in the GitHub. Okay, like that, Kate will do his own folder and she will put everything inside it. Now what I will do, I will be creating one task list, and you have to pick up that task, and you have to do it in your folder. So for example, I will say make login and register pages. So maybe you can create a new project in the React, build the login and register page, and submit it. And once you commit it, and push it, you will go to that task list page. There will be a website. You go to that task list page, and you will mark it done. Okay, so done. So I will know that you have done this one, and if I get time, I will review it. If I don't get time, at least you will do the things. Okay, you will do it and commit it so that you will get the practice. Okay, so tomorrow I will say build the chat application. So you will go and build the chat application in your project or folder, and then you will just mark it done. Or you can put the comment that you don't know how to do it. I will reply. Or if you feel difficulty in doing anything, you will put here that it's you're getting problem or whatever it is. You have to mention that one. Then I will comment it, or I will help you, or whatever we do. So like this, I will be creating a lot of tasks. You have to just pick up each task. So everyone has to do this for both. So whatever task list I will do, yes, GitHub username only. So I will add you. So whatever task I will give you, just pick that task. It's not necessary you do all the tasks. Whatever you feel good, more the task you do, more good it is. So I will be creating thousands of task list here. So just pick one, do that, done. Pick one, do that, done. If you have time, if you want to do it. If you don't have time, you don't want to do it, it's up to you. Okay, everything is optional, no mandatory. And if you do it, it is good for you only, because this task list I will be creating based on my knowledge that what is important for you to do it. Okay, so that way I may go and create 1000 tasks also. If you do all, it is better for you. It is good for you. You will get the practice. And if you get stuck somewhere, you have to tell me that you're stuck here, and in the class I will come and help, because whole day I may not get time, but in the class I will help you with that problem. Okay, so I created this repository and I will add it to you. Now what you have to do when your name is added? So it's saying, okay, what it's saying, okay, first I will say git init. So I also have not run the steps. I'm telling you the steps what you have to do. So let me do in front of you so that you can get the idea. So I will create a new window, and in this new window I will open the new folder, and maybe I'll go to web. I will create a new folder, name it students. You can name anything. I will name it students. You can also name it students, and I will select this folder. So once I select this folder, I'll go to the terminal, and here I will start with the git init. I will say git init. So it's saying initialized empty git repository, add the students. Then what is the next step? 1 second. What is the next step? You don't have to add the, okay, I'll write on the steps here. First is the git init. You don't have to do add readme, because readme file, I don't want you to put readme file now. I don't want you to commit kind of things. Okay, commit, it's in commit, git branch. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let's try to do the git branch. I'm doing this first time directly. Let's see what is working. Okay, so I'll do git branch -m. Okay, let's check the branch. Okay, it's not showing. Now I will add this one. Okay, after adding it, I will say git push origin main. Okay, some problem. Main does not match anything. Okay, they're not giving proper thing. If I add, okay, let's do different way. Okay, let's do it different way. Let me open the folder. It's giving error. GitHub people are not following things properly. Okay, let's do different way. 1 second, I will show you different way. You know, many times we have to do our own way. Let me delete that file, otherwise I won't be able to do in my own new way. I want to delete this .git. Okay, so let's do it again. Okay, forget about this thing. Forget what I showed you. Let's do git clone, and I will put the repository name. What is the repository name? This one. Okay, git clone repository name, and I'll put dot at the end. Remember, if you don't put dot, then it will create subfolder. So just put dot here. I will copy this whole command and I will give you in the chat once this will work. Okay, so I put the git clone and it's saying you have appeared to clone an empty repository. Now I'll see git branch. It's not showing. Okay, let me try to see git status. On the branch main, no commits yet, nothing to commit. Let me create one file, readme.txt. Okay, I'll say, okay, let's write down something, git status now. So we see this readme is here. Say git add dot, and again I'll say git status. So I see new file is there. I'll do git commit -am adding readme file. So don't commit directly. I will show you how to commit. You will only create a folder which you are there, and you will put all the files in that one. So there will be no problem for you. And after git commit, I will say git push. I will show you all this command again tomorrow when you're done with giving me all the git account. Now it's saying git branch main. So everyone will work in this main branch. Okay, and then we will see how to do. Okay, so I created this branch, and now what you have to do once you will do. Okay, let me write down again, otherwise you will forget. Create a new folder, then run the following command in terminal. So you should go into that folder and run the command. Don't run it from everywhere else. Run the following command inside that folder which you have created just now. Where you say git clone and you put this one and put dot in the end. If you don't put dot, then it will mess up the things. So for example, if you have created C drive, web, and you have created the students folder, so you have to go inside the students folder and run this file. And after this, you have to create your new folder. Once you are done with this step, just create your new folder like I am doing it now. Wait, let me show you. So I will go here, create a new folder. For example, my name. And here I may create many new folders like React, new folder, Par server, or new folder, Node.js. So all this empty folder will not be, we cannot push all this empty folder in the Git. We need some file inside it. So I will just create readme file in everywhere so that I can push all these folders. So I will also commit in my folder. So if sometime you have not copied the code, you can go to my folder and check how I have arranged it. You can copy it. So now if I see git status, I see Manish folder is there. So I will say git add, then I'll say git commit. Anything commit you can put, and git push. So once you do the git push, then other people can take your code and see what you have done it. Now, once I did git push, whenever you take the file, whenever you will run this command, git clone, you will get my folder also. This folder also, you will get it. But don't change this folder. You have to change only the files inside your folder. That is, whatever you will create, you have to change in that file folder only. Don't change in any other names folder. So Anand will only work in Anand folder. I will only work in my folder. So everyone will work in his own folder. Yeah, last year we did it in the GitLab. So this year I'm doing it GitHub. It's okay. Both are same. Since we want to make this public, so GitHub, GitLab, it's okay. Whatever you want. Okay. So one person, another given me generally I think username is not email. I will try to add you. Let me see. Okay, let me try to add you and see if it is working. Okay, add people. Let me see if I can add you. Yeah, I can add it. So everyone has to give his name so that I can add it. Let me see what is this. Okay. Okay. So if anyone has GitHub account, you can give me now. I will add it now. Otherwise, give me tomorrow or put it in the React chat group. I will add it. Okay. So that's all for today.